or you call me Z, from New York County Library in South Carolina, and this is my friend, Mr. Wigglesworth. Say hello, Mr. Wigglesworth. He says hello, everyone, and we are both excited that you're here because we are going to do preschool STEAM today. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to read a book and then we're going to do a fun experiment later on. So Mr. Wigglesworth, let's get you in your special place because we are going to be reading our book first. All right back there. So the book that we are going to be reading, and we get permission from Chronicle to read it, is Learning to Ski with Mr. Magee, and words and illustrated by Chris Van Dusen. It's cute. Oh. One winter morning at 6:53, Mr. Magee and his little dog Dee woke to fresh snow and a beautiful sky and decided it's time to give skiing a try. Before we drop all the way up to Mount Snow, follow me, Dee. I know right where to go. Across from the house and just up the way is a great little hill with a view of the bay. We'll practice up there till we learn how to ski. Then we'll head for the mountain, said Mr. Magee. A few minutes later, they came to a spot where nothing could get in their way, Magee thought. So he put on his skis. Dee hopped in the pack, and with poles in his hands and his dog on his back, he inched to the edge very slowly until his skis teeter-tottered, then started downhill. Not far down the hillside from Mr. Magee, and just out of sight, there happened to be a curious moose. He was out on a search for the succulent sticks of the great northern birch. Then he spotted a tree, the biggest he's seen, on the opposite side of a gaping ravine. The moose turned around, and what did he see? Mr. Magee and his little dog Dee. The moose was so shocked he stood frozen in fear. But Mr. Magee hadn't learned how to steer. Oh no! And he knew very soon they were going to collide. So he called to the moose, "Will you please step aside?" Do you think he moved? But the moose didn't move. So Magee yelled, "Dog!" And that was the moment they ran out of luck. Because while they were sliding right under the moose, the tips of the skis snagged the log of a spruce. Oh no. Boing. In a flash and a flip, they flew over the log, tossing poor Mr. Magee and his dog head over heels straight into the gap. When the ends of the skis came down with a slap. So there they were stranded, Magee and his pup, across the ravine 100 feet up. Oh no, how scary. Hung there suspended, not making a sound. When the moose came back, he looked all around. He didn't see Dee or Magee, but what's this? A bridge to the birch above the abyss. A bridge, right? The moose took a step. He was steady and slow, but his weight caused the skis to snag and to bow. And when he looked down, his heart skipped a beat, for Mr. Magee was right under his feet. With a snort, the moose leapt. The skis went spring. They popped in the air with a zip and a zing. And up like a rocket shot Dee and Magee, landing feet first, just as safe as can be. Phew. Oh goodness. I'm so glad they're okay. Well, that was exciting, said Mr. Magee, but I'm not really sure we learned how to ski. I think that I might need a lesson or two. I think perhaps it's the best thing to do. And when we get home, he said with a smile, we'll let somebody else use the skis for a while. Who did they get to use the skis? The snowman, of course. Alright, my friends, thank you. That was Learn to Ski with Mr. Magee. Well, stay tuned because we are going to do a fun experiment. It's called Fizzy Snowflakes. See you soon. For this experiment, you will need a container, white vinegar, baking soda, snowflake molds, and food coloring. And don't forget the water. Add baking soda to the bottom of the snowflake mold. In the 4 separate containers with water, add food coloring. Then add the color of your choice to the snowflake molds. Put them in the freezer for 2 hours. Now here's the results after being in the freezer for 2 hours. Add vinegar to the container. Now's the fun part. Drop the snowflakes into the container with the vinegar and watch them fizz and disappear right before your eyes. As you watch the snowflake disappear, you will hear them make a cool sizzling sound. Can you hear it? And that's all to it. Have fun. Hi guys. Wasn't those fizzy snowflakes so cool? Right. Oh. Mr. Wigglesworth wants me to remind you guys to check out our calendar events for all of our other events that we have coming up. So, bye guys. Bye.